Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Spyro the Dragon. In the last part, we made it all the way to 97%, going through the Gnorc Nexus? I didn't even know that's what it was fucking called. Oh, wait, no, that's the homeworld. What kind of homeworld is Gnorc Nexus? All the rest of them are just called home. But anyway, we went through Gnorc Cave, Twilight Harbor, and fought off vicious werewolves. I'm not gonna repeat that joke. Okay, I got stuff, and now I'm going to fight Gnasty Gnorc, alright? And we're gonna see him right off the bat. Here he is. Yeah, there's no way you could ever miss Gnasty Gnorc in this. But basically, as you can see, the only way to get near him is with a key. Or, like, key-activated stairs, if you will. Now, but you'll also notice there are several other areas where there are also key locks on the walls. So this is not gonna be as simple as it sounds, and I'm sure you saw Mr. Nana Man. And it's another case of, because there's so many jewels, it's so distracting to be able to get there in the way intended, or as easily as you may want to. All right, but I got it, and so I can now collect the rest of the treasures. All right. However, this key, I know for a fact, is not for that one. It's for this. I just find it hilarious how the keyhole is giant and the key itself is just normal size. Admittedly, the key itself is actually, it's not normal size. It's giant, but it's relatively small compared to the lock. It's like using one of those small keys in Resident Evil for normal size locks. Oh, wait. That's exactly what you did with it. Come to think about it, how the hell did Chris or Jill lose the keys every time? Were they just so small that they fell in? If that's the case, how the hell did they turn it? I am mesmerized by details I just now started to think about. But then again, Resident Evil games are kind of annoying when you start to think about them. Because it kind of feels like they're insulting you then. Alright. Yep. I don't know if we have everything, but there's quite a lot to collect. Yeah, but the danger here is that Gnasty Gnorc will start firing stuff if he's too ahead of you, so it may not be the wisest of moves. Like, you're not going to be the wiser of the wisest if you choose to ignore Gnasty's movement. And I'm pretty sure somebody like thought to themselves like, why don't I do this? I'm actually not sure if this makes you faster. It may look, you're doing stuff, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're being faster. It just means you're doing shit. It just means you're a more active participant. Wow. And it's hard to say whether shortcuts like that are any better, because you have to stop to jump, and you have to stop to jump, and you have to stop to glide. So it's like, well, you could have just charged. Jumping corners makes a lot more sense. All right, am I at an even number? Yes, I am. Okay. I remember dying here quite a bit too, but not that often, just when I like wouldn't glide properly. This is also why I'm charging a lot, because as you can see, these platforms are coming in a little bit quickly, and I'm almost out of time. Gnorc is done.
You're toast, Gnorc.
Woo! So yeah, that was Gnasty Gnorc. He's actually one of the few bosses I've seen.
It took so long. I kind of forgot about you.
What about Gnasty Gnorc?
Gnasty Gnorc is toast.
So now there's order again in the Dragon Kingdom?
Well, mostly. I still got some treasure to pick up.
What will you do next?
I'd say the sky's the limit.
Alright, yeah. Gnasty, as far as I see, is the only boss who can actually only take 2 hits. Oh, and this is something that annoyed the shit out of me. You can never skip these credits, which is actually rather bullshit, because it means you'll have to watch these cutscenes twice. or these credits twice. I don't know if they're any different, but in the second time you do it, it's when you're it's when you have yeah, it's well, the second time is after you do like the extra stuff. And somebody commented, or somebody had the I was watching Yahtzee Ben Crowshaw's review of Resistance 3, and he pointed out that there seemed that there was a lot of similarities between Resistance 3 and Half-Life. And one of the things he pointed out was that Insomniac also does the credits the exact same way that that Valve does. That is like just names, no titles. Ah, sorry. Still sick. Oh, wow. I may or may not leave that in because that's really, I know that's really loud for you guys, but at the same time, it might be kind of funny. Clancy Brown, Carlos Alasquai, Michael Gore. Clancy Brown sounds really familiar. Jamie Alcroft, Michael Connor. Yeah, the first one was probably, what the hell? One of the dragon's voices also voiced Spyro. That's strange. But yeah, that first voice I talked about, that was probably the Lex Luthor voice, because that sounded really familiar. Kevin Spears. But yeah, for a game that's just in the brink of 3D, this seems like it has a lot of people. Or who knows, maybe it just seems that way because it's going one by one. Valve also has similar problems where their credits go on forever. No sheep were harmed. No sheep were harmed in the making of this game. Or who knows, man. I'm not sure if it's exactly the same credits. Like, it could be just one half. And then to unlock the rest, you gotta do 100% completion. Now, you'll notice I'm at 99% completion. But there's a dragon that's respawned in the center. And it's actually the same one, if I'm not mistaken. No, it's a different one. Never mind.
Gnasty's ancient history now. So, what's in there?
I believe this is Gnasty's treasure hoard. But the gate will not open until you have found everything in the Dragon Kingdom. Come back when you have reached 100%.
Well, that's one stingy-ass gate. Shit. Does that mean that if like one person stole Gnasty's treasure that he couldn't access his hoard? That was actually he couldn't. That was an interesting way to pronounce it. I was like, wait, he could his treasure hoard? Man, that must be she must be pretty good at what she does. Anyway, this level is Gnasty's loot, if you will, because booty would have also been a little too ambiguous as to what it has, as to what it's about. This level is oddly rewarding just to be in, knowing that you have to be in 100% to get this. And it gives you an ability you never ever have in the entire game, and that is perpetual flight. All you need to do is gain a little bit of, all you need to do is reach a certain height at any point, and you will forever be able to go up to that height. It's really interesting rule that you sort of see implemented very simply. It's like, what has been your maximum Z parameter? And that's basically it. It's really simple. They don't even have to tell you that you can glide perpetually. You're eventually going to have to glide. You know? So it's like, you'll notice, hey, yo, I'm not lowering at all. Man, remember what I said about Gnasty losing, like, jewels? There are already thieves in here. Maybe they got trapped. I mean, serves him right, but still. Maybe that key he's holding onto is his only piece of food, and he's trying to chew it. That's why it's so close. That's why it's so close to his face. But he's having so much difficulty actually trying to chew it that it's still whole. Maybe he thinks it's full of chocolate. Ah, I'm not used to the fact that I have a perpetual glide now. All right. Let's see. Yeah, and you get a ton of treasure really fast in this area. Alright. Okay, let's see. So, as I'm sure you noticed, there's not really much here, but there's a reward in this. I had to go up steps, meaning my maximum Z position has changed, meaning there are more areas I can go to by flight. There's a key, and I'm like, ayo dog, how do I get this? And it's like, oh, I guess I gotta look around. I'll look around now. Alright, so yeah, it's just like, figure out what you can find. It's this actually really smart sort of inadvertent hand holding, because it's not telling you where to go, but at the same time, when you look at your new tools, it's like, well, what's different? Well, I have the ability to go higher now, so where can I go? Although you can still end the game without necessarily getting all the treasure here. But I think it sort of knows if you were willing to go to all that effort to get treasure, you're still gonna go for 100% here, which, if I'm not mistaken, gets you 110%. Ah, and this unlocks another mechanic, the airplanes. If I'm not mistaken, that guy has the next key, which, if I remember correctly, gives you an insane amount of treasure. So yeah, this leads to another completely new mechanic, or new section, I should say. Oh wait, no, it's not this. Yeah, it's this. You can now fly. Oh wait, no. Now that I think about it, it wasn't this section that taught perpetual flight. It was the flights. But you now move like you do in those sections. But now it's everything is just sort of specific to the chasing the thieves. Oh shit. But even from down here, I can go back up. And that's what's actually pretty rewarding, to know you can do this freely. Yeah. And I still love the firework trajectories. If I'm not mistaken, this also unlocks Flightman. No, it doesn't. And I just realized I opened up that treasure chest, but didn't, or opened up that door, but didn't actually go inside of it. What's in there? What the heck? Oh no, I did go inside of it. That's how I got higher. Alright. I was thinking of a different one. Well, whatever, I'll go in that door. Ah. So yes, gaining more potential energy. And we found our next area, and it's outright told to us that, yeah, look for a thief. And this area is tricky because it is so claustrophobic. And strangely enough, this chase mechanic is still really interesting. It's a little bit annoying, but it's also kind of fun. And something interesting you might notice is the fact that he kind of bobs and weaves just like a real plane does. Or like, I don't know, he sort of goes up and down, almost like almost teaching you the mechanic of like how to get more height. Whoa! Oh god, no. Wow. But seemingly it seems like the lower you are to the ground, in general you will go faster. Because if you go at your absolute highest, it looks like you're rather slow. But of course this is also very dangerous because you're at danger of getting hit by the lava at this height. Shit. You see what I mean by the slowness? Oh shit. But it's of course very tricky to get near this guy because you have to worry about how to get faster with just the mechanics of flight, but also keep yourself out of danger, and also try to get this guy, try to like ease around corners, which this guy doesn't really do. Shit! No! I lost. Oh wait, no. Actually no. You gain instant momentum in this. By the way, if I fall in the lava, like it acts like I'm drowning in water, which is actually quite amusing. But mostly because I would expect. Yes! I would expect to be on fire or something. All right, I got it. Okay, so now go back to the key. I remember that was like, I don't think that was the last thief, but I always remembered that as the last thief. Even though I'm fairly certain that's not the case. So yeah, open that up, exchange, gotten more potential energy. So yes, I got to the highest point there is. That's what the one point of that jewel is. It's like, what, an empty room? Oh, one treasure. I might as well go to pick it up. You have to jump up, And all of a sudden, you can go everywhere in the map. You are free to go wherever you want. Oh my god, that is still funny to me. I don't know, maybe I'm just amused by the defying of all laws of rocket propulsion. Oh, whoa. Alright, whoop. Okay, whoop. Ah, oh, the drop-down ability actually doesn't work anymore. That's interesting. Alright. Wait. If I was just like, fuck logic, I'll go where I want. So yes, we've already gotten quite a lot of jewels already. Alright, and I think I've gotten everything except for the big treasure hoard. Like, this room is just like, fuck it. You want treasure, you got motherfucking treasure. Oh my goodness. Holy crap. Oh my goodness. 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 And there's a nice picture of Gnasty Gnorc. I'm pretty sure this is more jewels than were actually in the first, like, map. And we just collected them in one room. In one long session. I just struck it rich, baby. Returning home to get bitches. And did the game freeze?
Spyro the Dragon, you've defeated Gnasty Gnorc, collected the dragon eggs, saved all the dragons, and recovered every bit of treasure in the Dragon Kingdom. How do you feel?
I feel fired up, Bob. And I'm happy for the dragon world, of course. I certainly wouldn't want to spend the rest of my dragon days butting heads with Gnasty Gnorc and his weird minions.
What's a minion?
Never mind. You know what they say. For every good battle, you need a good adversary. And I felt that Gnasty, in spite of his misguided nature, was a worthy opponent. Uh-oh. Here we go again.
So this is obviously hinting at a sequel that it did come, but it didn't come with Gnasty Gnorc. It came with Ripto, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure if these are the same credits. I think that, yeah, they are. They are the same credits. Yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah, not much I can add on top of that. I've always loved the idea of just the hidden level as the final reward. Like, that's what I didn't like about Spyro. Like, I can't remember what its reward was for finishing the game, but I remember it feeling just like, I got 100%, and it's like, that's it. I think I accessed like a carnival area or something like that. But I don't know. That's what I didn't like about Spyro 2. Yeah, that was kind of an interesting way, like, to reward a collectathon. It's like, you get another collectathon, but this time, all that stuff you had, like, you had to collect it bit by little bit. This time, we'll just give you the whole fucking cookies. No crumbs, brother. The whole fucking cookies. And in it also sort of gave you, like, what I thought was kind of an inherent sense of freedom, because a lot of these areas felt rather restrictive, because you had to find jewelry within the... Wait, 99 was involved with this? But a lot of times you had to look around the world to find stuff. Whereas here, it was just like, it was open, but I don't know. I think there was a bit more sense of just personal freedom in it. And I think that what had to do with that in the final level was the flying mechanic. You know, the flying mechanic was, it was a much more deliberate sense of accomplishment, as your height would ultimately dictate how far you could go. And everything was just a very simple, easy progression with no needed dialogue. And that's why I always love this last section of the game. Even if I do have to watch this damn credits twice, you know. But yeah, that was Spyro the Dragon. Thank you guys for watching. I'm very glad that you guys have continued to watch, because I know that some people may not necessarily like a lot of the Let's Play style videos I've been doing lately, but you know what, if I have viewers, it always makes it worthwhile. That reminds me, sheep basketball. totally gonna be totally gonna be the sport in the next 10 years. I'm calling it now. Just like I called Bully Ray turning and becoming the leader of the Aces and Eights. I'm gonna call that as the new sport, sheep basketball. Anyway, we've somehow gotten 120%, which is impossible, and recovered all the dragon treasure, gotten every level, got all the dragons, got all the crystal. That's a different game. I got all the dragon eggs. We're done. This is Spyro, 120% complete. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.